Hey Aries, it's Meg with Padmes, and I'm doing your Love Sitch spread for March 2022. This is for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. We're going to check out your situation. We already got the star card. We'll see where that comes out. We're checking out your situation, your energy around the situation, your person's energy, the energy that you share, possible outcome, and energy you don't see coming for the month of March 2022, and we'll get some advice. So Aries, here we go. Ooh, we've got major change. We've got a Queen of Cups reversed, a Knight of Wands reversed, the Empress reversed, and the Nine of Swords reversed. Okay, so let's take a look at this situation. First of all, there's this huge, very possibly big change that you don't see coming. And it looks like someone is discouraged, upset, distraught, not listening to their intuition, someone wanting things to go their own way. And it looks like feeling like this kind of is a self-confidence thing where someone's feeling like they're not in their worth, or they're not recognizing that they need to ask for what it is that they want. Let's go ahead and start clarifying that. I'm going to use Lenormand for that. Let's take a look at this Tower card. What the hell? Okay, here is the gentleman. So the masculine energy in this situation is a feeling, I want to say fear, but this is just a huge change that they are acknowledging. It actually can be a huge change in love because the Ace of Cups is on that gentleman card. What's going on with this Queen of Cups? So here's the Star card. The Star came out earlier, and here's also the Six of Cups. So this Queen is talking about this past life relationship, this past love, soulmate type energy, wishes being met and granted. But she's also talking about having a lot of sadness right now. And the King of Wands reversed, a lot of times is talking about, I want things to go my way. They have to go my way. I'm being a little bit selfish. I'm only thinking about myself or my situation. I'm only looking at my situation right now. And this is also talking about reciprocity. It's also talking about luck. Things going, like things just fall into place. Things fall into my lap. I want things to go my way, and they do. Even though this is a huge change. What's up with this Empress reversed? Okay, so the Empress reversed, this is somebody who's feeling very affected by what other people are saying. Other people's opinions in the situation. And these other people's opinions of the situation are talking about, they can like come in and start activating kind of messiness. All of their insecurities come out projected onto other people when this happens. And here we have the Nine of Swords reversed, which is like people being up in their head, but then getting over it. Alleviating stress and anxiety around all of this. And thinking about the big picture of this, thinking about long term, and also really just kind of getting clear with the intentions of this big change. Let's take a look at, Aries, let's look at your energy around this situation. We've got the Page of Cups. You are acknowledging someone's offer of love, or you are talking about offering that cup of love. You're talking about, again, letting things fall into your lap, that type of energy, or not struggling, not fighting for something. Kind of, well, I'm here being guarded a little bit, being a little secretive. Here's the High Priestess. The High Priestess has been through some stuff, And that's what makes her really strong. That's what makes her really wise. She knows what's going on. And she also doesn't speak. She doesn't chase. There's not a lot of action involved here. There's a lot of observation. And again, so this is acknowledging this cup of love being offered, but then not doing a lot about it afterwards. This is about going into some kind of hibernation, meditation, recuperation. Let's look at the energy around the person that you're thinking of. And we've got the Three of Swords reversed. So that's some kind of heartache and heartbreak about an ending. Here's the Page of Pentacles reversed, somebody not making the effort or not building the bridge. Here's somebody not going through a rite of passage or feeling like I want to go through this rite of passage, but I am not going there yet. And here is the Page of Wands talking about closing a door, closing a chapter. Let's go ahead and clarify that. What's up with this Page of Cups? Being offered this Page of Cups. And this is talking about somebody's cross to bear kind of thing. I feel like somebody's feeling sad and guilty, feeling guilty. Why is that? Okay, they're feeling sad and guilty because of this trek, this moving forward, this going through that rite of passage. They're feeling guilty because of the rite of passage not happening yet. Okay, and let's ask about this Five of Wands. This Five of Wands is talking about the masculine energy. Again, here's this. I haven't taken this other card out. So there are two gentlemen in my Lenormand deck here. So this gentleman is talking about dealing with this huge change. This gentleman is talking about not standing up or fighting for the change. What is going on here? Here's the High Priestess and here's the Coffin card. This is like, I'm not making any emotions, any effort. I'm not moving. And this is also talking about some kind of independence. And this Four of Swords, going into hibernation, recuperation, contemplation. And this is literally about this move or this rite of passage going through those waters to the other side. There's just a lot of contemplation going on here. I will say this though, this contemplation, the stress of it is released. The big picture is thought about and the stress of it is released. Let's take a look at the person who you are thinking about. They're talking about heart betrayal, but heart betrayal in the past. And it looks like messages about this, receiving messages about this. Receiving messages that it's almost like having to do with planning. And here they're talking about not putting the effort or the resources into building the bridge, to building the foundation. And here's the Cavalier. This is the wish. It's like somebody not, I'm hearing creating the dream team. That's like there needs to be some dream team healing happening here. Here's that Six of Swords. That rite of passage has come up several times. And they're talking about loyalty, having to do with loyalty when it comes to complete emotional fulfillment. And the Page of Wands, closing the door. Okay, so here's the feminine energy in this. And the feminine energy is talking about cutting things out that don't serve her, closing the door to things that don't serve her. Let's check out the energy that binds the two of you together. What's going on here? This energy over here is talking a lot about the wish. Star-crossed, the wish. And so we've got the 8 of Cups reversed. We've got the Queen of Swords reversed. So we've got somebody possibly not wanting to move on, not wanting to move forward, not wanting to move away from this situation, but not clear on their intrinsic intention. Here's the Judgment reversed. Someone's thinking about the past. And here's the 7 of Wands reversed. Someone's like, I need to stand up for this. I need to do some self-care around this. I need to have some conviction is what's happening. And I need to be open to receive all of those wishes and dreams. I need to be open to receive those things. This is energy that you share, that very possibly you're mirroring for each other. Let's look at a possible outcome for this month. Here's someone who's acting single, but distracted. And here's the 8 of Swords. It's like and this person who's acting single but distracted. So this can be acting in a way that is really independent but distracted. Like I've been independent for a long time and now I am thinking about not being independent anymore. I'm thinking about partnership. This could be someone who's in a partnership, not acting single, which can be a third party, but a lot of times it can also be, I'm in a partnership, but I'm super distracted by work. I'm in a partnership, but I'm super distracted by these other things that are weighing heavily on me. It's not necessarily a person, but somebody's really caught up in their mind about it. And that's possible outcome for this month. Here's the 7 of Cups. So this is all about thinking about all these options. On one hand, it can be thinking about different people. It can also be thinking about different scenarios, how something can go down. Here's the King of Swords. So I kind of feel like the King of Swords is honest. He wants to deal with the truth. He doesn't want to deal with anything else but the truth. It's a waste of time. And he doesn't waste time. He's action-oriented about communicating the truth. And here we have the 6 of Wands reversed. And that 6 of Wands reversed is talking about kind of being in the battle of everything still. Not feeling victorious just yet. It's like being in the battlefield. Let's take a look a little bit about this. I want to clarify this. So tell me about this. So this person is thinking about different scenarios. This person is thinking about different events that could occur, how things could go down. And this is the 8 of Swords, just as this is the 8 of Swords. Somebody's really in their head about how things are supposed to look. There's a lot of healing that needs to happen here. It seems like before action is taken, there's a lot of being up in the head. There's a lot of communication, but there's not a lot of action going on here this month. And this is the 7 of Cups again, too. It's like, what's happening? What can happen here? And here's the Mountain, which is about overcoming obstacles. I feel like these obstacles aren't just about planning, but they're emotional obstacles. And these are emotional obstacles that need to be communicated about. And this King of Swords is talking about, this can be children. It can be inner children. It can be something new that's happening, something brand new. And interestingly enough, this is about being in the battlefield, and this is about this kind of coming up again and again. So it seems like there's some kind of thing, subject maybe, that keeps coming up, maybe that keeps being blown off, but it's not, oh my gosh, I'm hearing riddle me this. I don't know what that means, but maybe actually it kind of feels like someone's being I'm hearing avoidant, but someone's also saying that they are ambiguous, and that's coming up and it needs to be talked about so that this is creating a precedent somehow. Okay, let's take a look at energy you don't see coming this month, Aries. Energy that you don't see coming. We've got message of concern. We've got that message up here too from the person that you're thinking about. We've got coffin. Ooh, oh no, the next card fell on the floor. I'm gonna go get it. But we've got message of concern. Coffin doesn't have to be the ultimate death. It can be something ending. It could be a concern about something coming to an end. And or a concern that something's not coming to an end, that somebody wants the end of something. This is about distant horizons, is about kind of thinking and dreaming into the future, dreaming into reality. It's also a fantasy type card. Energy that you don't see coming. And here's privileged lady. This is that Empress, and she's righted herself. So this is having something to do also with someone, it is like fighting for someone or taking up for someone, taking a stand for someone, saying something about someone else to quiet all these little birdies who are just kind of creating havoc. And here's a gift. So this can be literal that you are getting a gift, but it feels like the gift is making some kind of stand about something and eliminating some ambiguity that's happening in communication. Let's take a look at messages of love oracle. What Aries are your angels and guides wanting to say to you about this situation? Abundance. You've done the work. Abundance flows to you now. When you do the work, the abundance will come through. Release. Radical acceptance and surrender can help you let go. I feel like this has a lot to do with the anxiety that's releasing up here once you look at the big picture. Mastery. You've learned the spiritual lesson. And let's take a look at your romance oracle. New love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings, passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. And make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you are guided to take. And I feel like this is the opposite of shutting down. Let's take a look at your Moonology cards, Aries. New romantic cycle begins. Your hard work is paying off. That's come out a couple of times. And you and your loved ones are safe. Okay, Aries, that's what I have for you. I'll be back before the end of the month with another energy check. I'll see you soon.